Hello and welcome to this webinar presentation by Global-CPD Teacher Training Services. This presentation is on elevating English language teaching through innovative course materials and strategies. As facilitators of learning in a world that is constantly evolving, it's crucial for us to keep pace not just with pedagogical theories, but more importantly, with practical classroom applications that make an immediate impact on our students' academic and linguistic development. In today's session, we will delve into two key facets of ELT that have far-reaching implications for your practice. The first part focuses on the importance of course materials. Course materials aren't just textbooks or worksheets. They're the vessels that carry the essence of learning from the educator to the student. We'll explore their roles, discuss how to integrate authentic materials, and share ideas to promote language awareness among your students. The second segment of our webinar will keep you updated on the recent developments in course material design and delivery. The digital age has brought with it a plethora of resources and teaching materials, but how do we sift through this mountain of options? We'll introduce you to open educational resources, engage you with the benefits of digital and interactive materials, and bring you up to speed on the revolutionary approach of task-based language teaching. By the end of this webinar, our aim is to equip you with a treasure trove of strategies and practical examples that you can immediately implement in your classrooms, regardless of your teaching environment. Let's embark on this educational journey together and strive for excellence in our noble profession. Part 1. Understanding the importance of course materials. 1.1. Role of course materials, theoretical insight. Course materials are the linchpin of effective language instruction. They serve as a vital framework, providing essential support to the learning process. These materials play several crucial roles. Scaffolding learning. Course materials scaffold learning by breaking down complex language concepts into manageable steps. They guide students from basic to advanced language skills in a structured manner. Coherent sequencing. They offer a coherent sequence of topics, ensuring that students progress logically from one language aspect to another. This prevents gaps in their understanding and promotes a smooth learning journey. Assessment opportunities. Course materials offer various opportunities for both formative and summative assessment. They provide exercises, quizzes, and assessments that help gauge students' progress and understanding. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Guided reading activities. Take advantage of course materials like reading text to develop guided reading activities. For instance, if you're teaching a text on environmental issues, design questions that guide students to identify the main ideas, analyze vocabulary and context, and discuss the author's perspective. This not only enhances reading skills, but also provides students with a rich context for learning new vocabulary and sentence structures. Resource-based learning. Create a dynamic learning station in your classroom using worksheets and modules from your course materials. Organize activities that align with different exercises found in the materials. For instance, if there's a grammar exercise on verb tenses, set up a station where students can practice this concept through interactive exercises. This approach promotes active engagement and reinforces learning through diverse exercises. 1.2. Incorporating authentic materials. Theoretical insight. Authentic materials such as newspapers, menus, or real-life conversations play a pivotal role in language education. They bring a level of authenticity and contextual richness that pre-designed course materials often lack. Here's why they are indispensable. Real-world application. Authentic materials enable students to connect with the language on a practical level. They witness how language is used in real-life situations, making the learning experience more relevant and meaningful. Cultural insight. These materials offer insights into the culture and society where the language is spoken. This fosters cultural awareness and enhances students' ability to understand and communicate effectively in different sociocultural contexts. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Role play. Extract dialogue scripts from real-life conversations or movies and incorporate them into role-playing exercises. For instance, you could have students reenact a scene from a film, emphasizing slang and idiomatic expressions used in everyday conversation. This not only improves language skills, but also immerses students in the nuances of language use. Scavenger hunt. Provide students with a local newspaper and task them with finding and listing specific language elements you are focusing on, such as past tense verbs. This activity encourages students to interact with authentic texts, fostering language recognition and comprehension in real-world contexts. 1.3 Promoting language awareness. Theoretical insight. Promoting language awareness goes beyond teaching language as a set of rules. It involves enabling learners to understand the why behind the how. This concept encompasses metalinguistic understanding, which includes not only knowledge of grammar rules, but also an appreciation of the sociocultural aspects of language use. Grammar rules. Language awareness includes an understanding of grammar rules, allowing students to not only use language correctly, but also to analyze and explain why certain structures are used in specific contexts. Sociocultural aspect. It also involves exploring the cultural and social dimensions of language, such as idioms, colloquial expressions, and the cultural origins of language elements. This enhances students' ability to communicate effectively in diverse cultural settings. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Error correction game. Create a fun and interactive game where students identify errors in a given sentence and explain the grammatical rule behind the correct version. This exercise encourages critical thinking and helps students grasp the rationale behind language rules. Cultural context boards. Design bulletin boards displaying idioms, their meanings, and their cultural origins. This visual aid helps students appreciate the sociocultural aspects of language, fostering a deeper understanding of how language is influenced by culture. For example, you could showcase idioms from various English-speaking countries, highlighting the cultural diversity within the language itself. Here are some teacher qualities to meet materials development demands. In course material design and delivery. 2.1 Open educational resources, OER. Theoretical insight, open educational resources, OER, have emerged as a transformative force in education, democratizing access to high-quality course materials. They are characterized by their openness, allowing educators to freely use, modify, and share these resources. Here's why OER is essential. Accessibility. OER makes a wide range of course materials accessible for free, eliminating financial barriers to education. This inclusivity is especially valuable for students from diverse backgrounds and those in resource-constrained environments. Customization. Educators can adapt OER to meet specific learning needs and contexts. This flexibility empowers teachers to tailor materials to the unique requirements of their students, enhancing the learning experience. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Collaborative wiki. Foster a sense of community among educators by forming a collaborative wiki where teachers can share and collectively update course materials. This collaborative effort ensures that materials remain relevant and up to date. For instance, teachers can collaboratively develop lesson plans, worksheets, and even assessments that align with their teaching goals and student needs. Classroom blogs. Encourage student engagement and creativity by having them document their learning experiences in a class blog. Students can incorporate multimedia elements like images and videos to enhance their posts. These blogs can serve as valuable learning resources, showcasing students' progress and insights to a wider audience. 2.2 Digital and interactive materials. Theoretical insight. The integration of digital and interactive materials revolutionizes the learning experience. These resources engage students in a multimodal approach to learning, offering various ways to interact with content. The benefits are manifold. Engagement, interactive exercises, and real-time feedback captivate students' attention and maintain their interest in the subject matter. Enhanced understanding. Multimodal resources allow students to explore concepts from different angles, leading to a deeper understanding. Real-time feedback helps learners identify and rectify mistakes promptly. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Virtual field trips. Leverage platforms like Google Earth to create virtual field trips that transport students to English-speaking countries and cultures. This immersive experience enables students to explore diverse environments and gain insights into different cultures, fostering language learning in a meaningful context. Interactive quizzes. Incorporate platforms like Kahoot to design real-time interactive quizzes that promote engagement and provide instant feedback. These quizzes can serve as formative assessments, allowing teachers to gauge student comprehension and adjust their instruction accordingly. 2.3 Task-Based Language Teaching, TBLT. Theoretical Insight, Task-Based Language Teaching represents a paradigm shift in language education. It emphasizes learning through the completion of meaningful tasks using the target language. This approach promotes a problem-solving orientation and has shown to be more effective than traditional rote learning methods. Authentic communication. TBLT encourages authentic communication as students use language to accomplish real-world tasks. This mirrors how language is used in everyday life, enhancing practical language skills. Critical thinking. Problem-solving tasks within TBLT require students to think critically and apply language creatively. This approach not only enhances linguistic competence, but also cognitive skills. Practical ideas and classroom examples. Community interview. Assign students to conduct interviews with members of the local community in English. They can choose topics of interest and then present their findings to the class. This activity not only builds language skills, but also fosters cultural awareness and community engagement. Problem-solving group work. Pose a complex problem that students must solve collaboratively using English as the medium of communication. For example, students could be tasked with planning a community event or designing a model of a sustainable city. This not only enhances language proficiency, but also teamwork and problem-solving abilities. I trust that these insights and practical examples will enrich your continuous professional development programs for English medium instruction teachers. You can adapt and expand upon these strategies to align with the specific needs and contexts of your audience, fostering a dynamic and effective learning environment. Now have a look at this curriculum development process flowchart. Curriculum Development Team. This team initiates the process and is responsible for overseeing each subsequent step. Their primary role is to ensure the quality, relevance, and effectiveness of the curriculum being developed. Make systematic decisions about learner characteristics. The team begins by understanding the needs, backgrounds, and abilities of the target learners to tailor the curriculum accordingly. Intended outcomes. The team then defines what students should know or be able to do by the end of the curriculum. This sets the direction for the curriculum's content. Content. Based on the intended outcomes, the team decides on the topics and information that should be covered. Methods. Next, the best teaching strategies, activities, and delivery modes are determined to convey the content effectively. Evaluations. Finally, the team establishes how the effectiveness of the curriculum materials and instructional methods will be assessed. Pilot testing. With decisions made, a prototype or initial version of the curriculum is tested in a real-world classroom setting. This helps engaging its practical effectiveness and collecting feedback from both teachers and students. Evaluation. Following the pilot testing, the curriculum undergoes a thorough evaluation to determine its strengths, weaknesses, and areas of improvement. Redesign as necessary. Based on the feedback and evaluation, necessary changes, modifications, or improvements are made to the curriculum materials. Curriculum materials. Once the curriculum has been evaluated and refined, the final materials, lessons, activities, assessments, and other educational resources are assembled and prepared for broader distribution. Volunteer training. Volunteers, often teachers or subject matter experts, are then trained to implement and utilize the new or updated curriculum materials effectively. Need for curriculum materials. Identified. This step, now placed at the end, reflects the recognition of future requirements for new or updated curriculum materials as educational needs evolve. This could set the stage for a new cycle of curriculum development, thus making the process cyclical. As we come to the end of today's enlightening journey through the intricacies of course materials and recent advancements in their design and delivery, it's important to step back and consider the broader picture. In the realm of English language teaching, especially in English medium instruction schools, we are not just teaching language, we are shaping perspectives, fostering skills, and facilitating global communication. Our exploration into the role and importance of course materials highlighted the significance of curated, authentic, and culturally aware resources that engage students on multiple levels. We delved into practical applications, ranging from guided reading activities to integrating cultural context boards in the classroom. Transitioning from there, we embarked on a venture into the future, looking at the digital and participatory nature of modern-day course materials. Open educational resources, interactive platforms, and task-based language teaching aren't just buzzwords. They're the building blocks of a forward-thinking, inclusive, and effective educational framework. So let's take what we've learned back to our classrooms, our schools, and our communities. Let's keep the conversation going, share our successes, and learn from our challenges. The door to professional development never closes. It only opens wider to rooms filled with more possibilities. Thank you for investing your valuable time with us today. Remember, the best teacher is the best learner. Let's continue to learn, adapt, and thrive in our noble profession. Until next time, happy teaching. You can access the comprehensive PDF document associated with this presentation through the Learning Management System. Global-CPD, continuing professional development for teachers and school leaders. Global-CPD is an organization with a vision to provide relevant, effective, and innovative professional development for teachers and educational leaders in English medium school and university contexts. Global-CPD offers professional development courses to teachers and administrators through a solid program of needs analysis by setting short, medium, and long-term goals for better quality education and provision of specialized training programs with follow-up support. To learn more about Global-CPD work and services, contact us by email at admin@global-cpd.org or visit our website at www.global-cpd.org. Many of our services have online forms which allow you to access services at any time that is convenient to you. Learning teachers lead the way.